Just a bit of a wild card at this point.
Hi, hi, hi.
Put your foot down. That was about the most disorganized I've an issue. Oh, I'm so confused now. You guys may remember that last year we revamped this little chicken coop here. And as you can see, also I never got around to painting it. So, you know, that's the thing. But anyways, we recently, as in like a couple days ago, went ahead and put this fence sort of run area around it. And the reason is now that it's springtime, kidding season is done, it's time to start focusing on poultry and breeding those American breasts to produce the next generation of layers, as well as table birds, and just continuing to improve the breed through selective breeding. That being said, if you want to know which rooster is covering which hens, you gotta separate them. So I'm going to go ahead and move all of my purebred breasts over here, and then pick which are the best hens to select going forward to pair with the rooster that we have already selected in the fall to go in here for breeding for our hatching eggs for this year. Okay, now obviously these black ones are not going to be in the mix. They are random mixed breeds that were sired by our former black silver Morans. We don't want them. However, some of these white ones, see the black flecks, she's also a black silver Morans mix, so we don't want those. So we're gonna have to pick through and figure out which ones are which. These ones here with the purple leg band were hatched last year. I know those are purebred breasts, so we're gonna be getting those. And then I have one more purebred breast that does not have a leg band, and actually two, because one of the hens lost hers. So that is the goal. Now, how am I going to tell apart which ones are the purebred versus not when they don't have leg bands? Well, random black feathers is a no-go. And then some of them, let me see if I can find one. Some of them, like this lady here, have feathered shanks. So I know they are not breasts because breasts do not have feathered shanks. Morning. I thought I'd take you along for some of my morning chores this morning, starting with milking the goats. First things first, get some grain on the stand for the girls. Got our soaked grains here, which I spoke about previously, that we're hopefully the vet said would help increase the milk supply. This is for Daisy and Adeline. So half of it in here, mixed up with pellets. Otherwise, Daisy will eat the pellets and skip the grain. Daisy girl. All right. Well, Daisy girl, I don't know if you can tell from that angle, but her udder does not fill. Even after 12 hours, it's still half empty. But with her babies being stillborn, her body just did not get that signal to kind of kick into full milk production. So we don't really know how much she's going to end up producing or how long she's going to produce. She's a bit of a wild card at this point. I will say, without babies to open these teat orifices, they are a little difficult. Not very open, so it takes a bit of pressure to milk her out. Hang on. I'll get you food in a minute. Adeline here has been a nightmare lately. So before I start, I'm gonna let her kids out. They're in the dog kennel right now, overnight. Hopefully, when they're quieter, she won't act up as bad, but she's terrible. Hi. Would you like out? Yes. You can't nurse yet, but you can be out and quiet. Okay. Hi. 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 Hello. All right, here goes nothing. Here you go. You'll probably see just when I start cleaning her off. See that leg kicking? She's been tap dancing on me something fierce. And I've been having to hobble her because of it. So, stop. Sunday morning, put your foot down. We were doing this. So I finally tied up her opposite leg up to the wall there where that baling twine is. So she was standing on 3 legs. I thought, surely that'll stop her. No. Yeah. She just hopped on the remaining leg, right on the bucket, dumped the whole thing. So, yeah, this tap dancing won't stop. She will not stop. She will kick like that the entire time. She's never been like this before. I don't know what her deal is. Hi. So, we gotta tie it up. Yeah. This is her 4th freshening. She's not new to being milked. I have had her 3 seasons. She's used to me milking her. So, I don't know why she's being so awful. She's tap danced a little in the past, but nothing like this. Well, if you hold still, I'd be done faster. It's really unfortunate because she's my best milker, my best producer right now. Come on. Kitty Hawk's turn. Oh, my hands are tired. Her grain is not soaked, and that your backside is disgusting. Because she was in heat the other day, as I showed, and she has been bred, and so we're actually going to dry her off in about a month so that she can have most of her pregnancy to just focus on building babies. Now usually that wouldn't be an issue. You could continue milking her until about 2 months out from kidding, but just with all the changes in her life, she has lost some weight. She's great condition right now. She's right where she needs to be, but her entire life she's been obese. So this is unusual for her to be this small. So we're gonna dry her up so that she doesn't lose too much weight. She's really not producing much anyway. That's all. Right, come on, girl. You're done. All the grain's gone. You don't get milked. You don't get milked. Morning, Betty. Morning, Sam. I showed you I had separated all of the breast chickens last night, so they're not in this mix. And actually, I put them in there, but I haven't yet got their food and water, so time to do that now before I let them out. Can you tell this hasn't been used since last year? Good morning, hens. And rooster. What'd you think? What'd you think? How do you like this space? Oh, found the food. That's the important thing, huh? You're like, wait a minute. Why can't we get in there and eat that? We want to eat that too. Okay. I got all my stuff, so I'm heading back to the house, but on the way, I'm gonna come check on the sheepies here. Hey boys, how are ya? You got water still? Really? You don't say. They still have a little bit of grass in this section, but not too much, just some of that tall stuff that for whatever reason they don't like as much, which is unfortunate because the next section's full of it. But most of it's pretty well eaten now, so I'll probably move them later today. And then I do need to refresh this duck pond over here. But first things first, I need to get this milk in the house. Check the quail on the way by. Make sure they have been cared for by the children who are on quail duty. Hello, quail. How are ya? Can't see through the wire. Same with the rabbits. Hello, rabbits. How's it going? Yeah? Looks like you got water that you pooped in already. I need to check how old these guys are. I think they're about ready to be separated from mommy. How about you guys? Good over here? I just tipped their box yesterday, so they're starting to explore a tiny bit. A little shy. had a little bit of a rain shower earlier, but that's over, so now I'm gonna move these guys. They, as I said, they do have grass here. All of this dark is good 5-6 inches tall grass, nice and thick, but it's not the kind they want. So they're refusing to eat it. It looks like their rumens are empty and they haven't eaten this morning because they're being picky. So I'm gonna go ahead and move them now that it's not raining, and then probably do this duck pond. I usually try to just shift one spot so that they start grazing the new grass and it keeps them distracted while I move the rest. No, they're both out, but they're just right here unless they cut through this branches to get around. They should be okay coming back in. Willie almost always escapes, but Wool usually stays in and then Willie comes back looking for him. But it makes my job easier doing this side because I'm not trying to shoo them away. Honestly, this is the most disorganized move I've ever done. That was about the most disorganized I've ever been trying to move this fence, but whatever, they're happy. So you can see a little better now. This is where they have already grazed. And then this is their new. And you can see the very clear line between the two. So they're mowing the yard. Okay, this is an issue. No, 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 no. Go the other way. Back in. Back in. Oh boy. Yes, I noticed earlier that I'm missing him and one other hen. Apparently jumping over the hen house is a thing. Yuck. So yeah, apparently we've got to find a plan for that. Huh. It's not helpful in the least. How are we supposed to hand pick who's getting bred by whom when they keep jumping out? That's the only chicken left in here. All the others have flown the coop. That didn't last long. Clearly we need to fix this top here so they stop jumping out. I think we got this fixed by putting some chicken wire across here so they can't jump on top anymore. And we got, I think, all but one of them back in here. Little setup here with the tiny coop. We have put these chickens in like 3 or 4 times and they keep escaping. We thought they were jumping up on the top here, so we put chicken wire across there so they can't get on top of the house anymore to escape. Didn't work. Still escaping. So we ordered this netting. I don't know if you can see it. And then yesterday we put this netting all over the top. We're like, okay, they can't jump over the fence. I mean, this fence is like almost 7 feet tall in most places. So I don't know how they're jumping that, but we put a net over top so they can't jump out that way. Moved them all back in here last night, 8 of them. Come out this mid-afternoon to this. How did you get in there? How? Oh, I'm so confused now. So I don't know how this duck got in here or where those other 5 chickens got out, but now we are resorting to putting cinder blocks around the perimeter in case they're somehow getting underneath, even though we use landscape yard staples to hold the wire down. So I don't know how they would be doing that, but I have no idea how on earth they're getting out of this place. I am completely flabbergasted. I don't know how they're doing this. I don't actually see them do it. They just disappear. Whew, those are heavy. These are like extra large cinder blocks. If they can get out of that, then I have no idea. I don't know what else to try because I have no idea where they're getting out. Honestly, that's the last thing I can think of.